Can I tell what materials were used to draw it?
Yes, it looks like it's a pencil sketch on normal paper, although it's good quality paper. Um, you're
Contemporary
thinking,
paper or older? Like contemporary paper? Like 21st century paper or older?
you're going to guess with your art lore skill older. You would guess uh, either turn of the century or middle of the century, like 20th century. We're talking here.
Right. Okay. So like 1900s.
Anywhere from 1900s, 1950s, somewhere in there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it doesn't have any watermarks or anything like that.
All right. And can I tell the skill level?
Gifted amateur. Gifted amateur.
Gifted amateur. Okay.
Everybody give me a psychoanalysis roll if they want. It's under P. It's on the second sheet.
Cool. I'll do that. That's my specialty.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have that skill whatsoever.
You do, actually. You have every skill.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
To make you learn, which is an awesome way to get a check and learn. Quick note for Jess, you can get checks in your statistics also. They may go up. So if you don't have the skill, then try to roll super low. Oh, well. So anyway.
That's
not super low. Did you make your score?
Yes, that's a success.
You're thinking, don't forget to put a tick mark in your skill.
I got it.
You're thinking that whoever did this is either got like they're kind of either dark or a bit macabre. You're not sure if it's healthy or not. You'd need more data. If they drew nothing but stuff like this, then that'd be a troubled youth.
Gotcha.
Or troubled adult that draws kids. It's not as troubling as those clown paintings that are in every dentist office, though. That's definitely a twisted mind there.
It is on a separate piece of paper, though, right? Like we could take this.
Totally. The only bad thing is you do have no pockets in your shit. She has pockets. He has several pockets. You have no pockets. Apparently, lunatics don't get much stuff, and you'd need to fold it up. Other than that, you could definitely take it with you, or roll it up and carry it in your hand.
Would one of you mind just carrying this in case it matters later?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Okay, I give it to him.
Cool. So from here. Yeah, I don't use normal maps and stuff. From here, you can either, pretty much your different ways you can go is further down over there is a hallway with a crap ton of doors, about 9 or 10 or something like that. Or, of course, there's the children's ward, or you could go dive in the big pit of despair. Those are your different ways.
Well, does anybody have any reasons why they want to stay in this place, or should we?
So,
I don't have any reasons to stay. However, if it is a construct like I think it is, we probably cannot leave until we achieve something or fulfill some sort of need.
Oh, sorry. Everybody take a card. I do that when I forget something. In the I Feel Pretty Bloody room are letters OT, Oscar Tango. Not every room or whatever will necessarily has letters, but sometimes they seem to. And what they mean is mystery.
Where's this? Where are they inscribed at?
They were inscribed above the door, like if you're inside looking above the door.
Wait, does someone have the letters of the... There was another room with 3 letters. I don't think I wrote that down.
IST. Indigo. Sierra Tango.
Gotcha.
I used to know the German phonetic alphabet.
You're a special person, Logan.
Oh, it's a weird one too. Jorgenheim. Yeah. What?
I say to the doctor, do you recognize this girl? I mean, do you think this person drew herself, or?
I do not recognize a person in the picture, but generally people that are disturbed don't do self portraits. They usually draw some sort of projection. Either it represents some sort of psyche problem, like a fear or a stressor, or it is actually representative of somebody that has had some sort of influence on them. This is a young girl, so could be somebody that was lost, a girl or a child that was lost, or a child that was never had. If indeed it is, a patient of a mental institution that drew this, that would be probably what we're looking at here. I don't think it's a self-portrait.
I have a question. The blood on the floor, does that look like it went anywhere, or is it just a puddle of blood in the middle of the floor, just staying there?
The second one, it looks like. Give me forensics serology. Yes, that used to be a huge skill in my game.
All I have is forensics, I see.
You could try that, or you could either try that, or you could try to get a check and learn by rolling your serology.
What is that? Is that with an S, serology? I don't even know what the heck that is.
It's on the right end.
Serology, it's an added skill at the bottom of the name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Logan, I have to discard down to 4, right?
You can trade with the others if you want. I don't know what cards they have.
Negative.
All right. Is that a fumble?
93. I would say so.
Okay. How fumbles work? Real quick. I'm going to give you guys the formula. You take the tens digit from your skill, and then put a 9 in front of it. That's all that you have to do. So in other words, if you got a 60, that means a 96 or higher is a fumble. If you got a 20 skill, that means a 92 or higher is a fumble. See what I mean?
So what is the base score for forensics if you don't have it? Was it a 10?
No, it's whatever your learn is.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All your skills are whatever your learn is.
Okay.
So yeah, with your fumble, you believe that somebody apparently had too much blood in their stool and just stood here and shat out blood. You're now very worried about the health of the doctor because his bloody footprints seem to have come from it. So maybe he was just standing there shitting blood for a half an hour or so and then wandered off. Everybody looks suspiciously. His pants are white, so maybe he got those later. You don't know.
Are we done like analyzing this stuff? Should we?
The look on Corey's face as everybody's looking at his pants.
Yeah, let's move on. You mentioned that there was a children's ward. Maybe we should investigate that.
It's either a hallway with a crap ton of doors or the children's hallway. Ward hallway.
I point to where I seen the children's ward.
Or maybe we go to the hallway full of doors.
Doesn't matter to me.
Well, I feel like the children's ward would be more
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head over to the children's ward. I will show you a picture of that lovely place. Let me move some cards out of the way here real quick.
I got a when I did it, I forgot to mention I got to play immediately for.
What'd you get?
Discard all of your cards, no training, and refill your hand.
Lovely. There's a picture of it. It's to the left of the switch. That's what the children's ward hallway looks like. Bright and cheerful. No. The children's ward looks like it has 3 different doors. One of them you don't hear any noise from. Oh, give me listen rolls. Let me find it on your sheet. Listen. It's under L. Yes, it is under. It's alphabetical on the second sheet. Listen.
I just got it.
Don't forget your tick mark.
Yep.
Yes, don't forget. Mash button first, then find skill.
Sorry.
No, it takes some getting used to, but you will appreciate it later. Especially the first time you GM the system like this, you'd be like, mash the button, mash it. So you got a 39, so it's a maybe.
It's a success.
Hey, put a tick next to your listen.
Now, when I'm out of cards, I draw 4 again, correct?
Well, your card, the play immediately. You got said discard all of them and then draw 4. So yes, draw back 4. Right, Corey, did you make your listen? See, this is why you shouldn't mute yourself, Corey, because you forget you've muted yourself.
I have to play immediately again.
I failed.
All right, go. What's your new play immediately?
All greed cards are discarded immediately.
Does anybody have any cards that say greed?
Greed?
Yeah, like amazing greed, clogging greed.
Nope.
Cool. Then, John, you just discard the card that says greed, and you're good to go. So, let's see. Since Jess is the only one who made their listen roll, Corey, do you fumble yours?
No. Well, I have a 60%, and I rolled a 96.
Oh yes.
I made mine.
Behind one of the doors, it sounds like a hobo orgy is going on, Corey.
What?
That's the middle door. Now, what Jess hears, who actually made hers.
I made mine as well.
Oh, for you two then, door number 1 has a faint sucking sound. Door number 2 has no sound, but the doctor's convinced a hobo orgy is going on, and he's making a lot of disgusted faces at it.
Door.
Pardon?
I'm interested in the hobo orgy.
Who wouldn't be? And door number 3, you guys hear like a kind of a weird chittering noise. It sounds a lot like in the Lord of the Rings movie, the giant spider moving around going.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a lot like that.
Yeah, I'm not opening that one.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, all the doors have like the little slot that you can open and look in, and it's got like glass in it. So that way you can see the other lunatics, not just the one you're traveling with, and see what's going on in there. So you have doors 1, 2, and 3, and that seems to be it for the children's ward section.
They have little observation windows in them?
Correct.
Well, I see no harm in peeking. Look at this door, and I point to the one with the hobo orgy first. I open the little flat thing.
We could all take a door because there's 3 of us and there's 3 doors.
You could. Sure. I know which door he's gravitating immediately toward, hoping to catch in on that. What door would you guys like? You have number door 1 and 3 left.
I can do 3.
All right, perfect. Okay, door number 1 has, I'm unveiling a new picture here. The guy in pink, it's down from like the picture with the lady with the cotton things and the mouth guard. It's down from that. Let me know when you see the guy in pink. This is door number 1.
I see him.
He's got a baby bottle clenched between his feet and is madly sucking on it. Hence the sucking noises. Door number 2, where the hopeful hobo orgy, it just didn't pan out for some reason. All that's, yes, I know, you're disappointed. All that's in there is a very creepy broken doll that looks like, where is it?
Trying to find these pictures.
Yeah. Keep in mind you can zoom in and out to try to find where they are. Ah, there it is.
Okay, gotcha.
There's the doll pic. Looks like its head's been smashed in. And door number 3, when you look through the slot, you can see on the ceiling the baby picture that I just unveiled. It's crawling around on the ceiling, making a chittering noise, and it moves it rotates its head back over its body, like completely around, and looks at you and goes, and now you get to make a sanity roll.
That one's me, right?
No, that's her. She's at door number 3.
Yeah.
She is happy as heck to be at door number 3.
I really am.
Cool, that's a fail, I think. Yeah.
No.
So roll a d6. You would like low.
All right.
2. All right. So your sanity was 50. Now you cross off number 50 and number 49. So your new sanity is 48. This means that as you see more and more scary stuff, you become less and less stable, eventually becoming more and more crazy.
Always fun. Always
That's why we
good.
should get out of this place.
Yeah. So also, you do notice that on the opposite wall in the room with the baby skittering around, it has 3 letters. Those are G-O-Z. Now, Corey, your room's a little bit dark, so I'm going to need a spot hidden roll from you, sir.
He's muted again. I don't know if he hears you.
Stop muting yourself, Corey, because you forget to unmute yourself. He's still muted.
I fail.
Cool. All right. Yeah. There may be some letters in there, but it's a little bit dark. The only way you could go in or find out is to go in and stuff.
Is the door locked?
From your side, it is. It's got a big bar on it. All you'd have to do is literally lift it up.
And just the doll is in there, right?
Well, it also has a dark window, but unless you were to open the door to get more light in there, that's all you can really see.
Okay, I open it.
All right. Yes, that illuminates it better. There's 2 interesting things. First, there's water dripping out from the window. And second are the letters DHLOSU. And in phonetic, that's Delta Hotel Lima, Oscar Sierra Uniform. So, let's see, going.
Is the window covered?
No,
Or is it just...
it's just dark.
And water is pouring out of it?
Dripping rapidly out of it.
So I see him go in, right?
He's got it open, and it looks like he's thinking about going in, but he's not sure. And are you keeping your little slot open, or did you close it again?
I closed it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad in there, whatever the hell that is.
So I asked him. Oh no, are you gone?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna say, what were the letters in the first room? There.
Oh, the pink guy? He didn't have any letters.
Oh. That's not fun.
Is that the door I opened? The one with the big dude, or the sucky thingy?
Yep. He's sucking down a baby's bottle using his feet for it. For reasons. Some weird Asian dude wearing glasses, drinking with his feet. As we all do.
So it doesn't really look like there's much here. I do want to know what these letters spell eventually.
Well, I've been kind of thinking about that.
I think they're scrambled.
Yes, they are. I don't think we definitely don't have them all yet. And with the letters that we do have, we can spell a few different words. It's probably some sort of instruction or a riddle of some sort. Let's see. We could spell the word house.
Mm-hmm.
We got B. We got it's. I-S-T. It's.
Yeah.
Did you say house?
House. House.
Oh, with the DHLOUS or LOSU?
HOSU.
Oh, I see.
So-
You're taking parts. Yes, I get it.
All of them together. So house. We have, like, if we use house, then that uses the E, though. So the B would have to be part of something else. We have is, to, go. We could do go to house, or house is something. But we don't have everything yet. But I'm keeping an eye on it as we go along. See if we find some other things. That makes sense.
The things that you've seen seem to conclude the children's ward area.
Okay.
Right. So to the hallway with all the pretty doors.
Yeah. Seems like the next logical conclusion.
No problem. There's roughly 10 or 11 doors here. All I want to know is, would you like to go clockwise, counterclockwise, or just start cracking them open at random?
I think my vote is clockwise.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. The first door that you open is unusual and calls for a new sanity roll.
Sanity?
I like sanity.
Oh, yeah.
Is this for everybody?
Yes.
Oh, succeeded.
No.
No problem. Let's see. Instead of okay, if you fail it, it's a minor sanity roll, so it's D4 if you fail it. If you make it, it's 0. This one can go toward space-time distortions, which is listed on your sheet. Jess, did you make what?
Yeah, I made it. I succeeded.
Rockin'. What's that, Corey?
There's still ways to get sand back.
Oh, absolutely. Doing good guy stuff, defeating evil, stuff like that. Jess, important note, well, also for John, Jess and John, important note, you'll see that the number 40, 30, and I believe 20,
Yes.
or no, 30, 10, 20, 30, 20, 10, I think,
Yes.
are bold-faced. That means if you get down to those numbers, even if you go back up again, unless you get the psychiatric help you need, your character has picked up an insanity. We will cover insanities later, but remind me to talk to you about them because it's a good idea to begin contemplating them.
Okay.
Let's see. Instead of the hospital room, this room is a flat field as far as the eye can see. All of the flowers in there are made of paper. There's clouds of pale blue candy floss slowly moving across a purple sky. There's a faint breeze blowing, and a very light rain is falling. You see 4 distant figures in nurses' caps gathered, and there's a lot of screaming coming from over there. And all of the nurses, these are the kind of creepy floating things again, seem to be gathered around something. And they're squatting over it like they're doing something close to the ground, but it's hard to see from back here.
There's no there's no walls or structures or anything in there, right?
Now, once you walk through that door, then you seem to be in a different place.
This may seem like an odd question, Logan, but does anything here, like the scenery or anything like that, if I was doing dream analysis, would it have any significant meaning in a dream? Like if somebody described it to me, like I had this dream, this is what I saw, would it translate to anything, like in psychology terms?
You're going to need more information.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, actually, go ahead. Do you have dream analysis as a skill?
I do. It's a right
Oh,
in skill.
motherfucker. Go ahead and give me a roll on that shit. Just so John and Jess are aware, write-in skills are, Corey's using kind of an advanced thing there, because write-in skills are ones that don't come up very often, but when they possibly do, then they can really help define your character and stuff.
That's a success.
You're thinking that this is the kind of place somebody might build in order to escape to, as it's a fairly pleasant looking place.
Like a safe place?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well done. Take a card for being awesome and shit. So, are you guys wishing to go in or just quietly close the door and move on?
I do not believe it would be a good idea to go in here, but we should remember this door. I think whoever projected this, if projected it as sort of a safe place, but it seems that somehow whatever the maliciousness of this place is sort of leaked in here. So it's a compromised safe place. So I'm betting it's unstable at best. I don't think that we should go in there.
What should we mark it with? Is there anything we can mark it with?
Oh, it's easy to remember because there's only like a dozen doors here, and it's the first one going clockwise. So yeah, that's easy. I'm sure you could find some like dried blood, reconstitute with spit, and use that if you wanted, or kind of disgusting, but
it works.
Yeah.
So, can we play a card? If I have one that I can play.
Yeah, you can always play a card anytime you want.
All right, I'm going to play Seamanship. It's a permanent plus 10% to one of those skills there.
Great. Does anybody have a limited retrieve?
No.
And I'm going to make it navigation sea air.
Lovely. Good idea.
Okay. I'm gonna play that. Yep.
No problem. So on to the next door. Yes.
I'm afraid to open these damn doors.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, they've got like little slots in them. So if you want to look through the slots first, you can always do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I got a feeling we're going to be going nuts.
Yep. The next door, you don't go nuts, which is just disturbing. It has this lady. I uncovered the picture. It's next to the creepy baby that was climbing on the ceiling picture. Sad-looking lady. She's wearing a white shift that says Lunatic across the top. The room appears to be completely padded.
Is she conscious?
Yes, she's sitting there looking sad.
Okay.
No windows in here.
Does she look healthy? Like, is she...
You'd have to go in and do a medical exam. From here, you're not seeing any missing limbs or blood shooting out or anything.
No, but I mean, like, malnourished or anything? Like
From here, she looks normal enough from here.
What position is she in? Is she like standing or sitting? Or...
Sitting in a bed.
Well, we could try and talk to her through the slot.
It's got glass that keeps the lunatics from getting.
Oh, it's not open. It's
Yeah.
Just purely. Okay.
Looky.
Is there no like food slot or anything? Like
There is
like
a food slot in the doors.
okay, is it waist high or is it lower than that? Like
No, it's on the ground pretty much, so you can slide in a tray.
yeah, okay.
It's like
Barbarian.
Yeah.
We knock on the door so we get her attention.
We could try and talk to her through the food slot too, if we don't want to open the door. Or we
Are you
can
knocking on the door? Did you say you were knocking on the door, or were you?
I'm saying we could. I'm just throwing out options that we can do to try to get her attention.
yeah, we could do that, or we could control, open the door to a controlled degree and see, or what? You want to see, knock on the door and see what she does?
Yeah, because I mean, if we just do something, open a door or something like that, we don't know if this person's going to be like psychotic to the point of attacking us, or
Yeah. So
Okay,
that seems good.
let's knock.
You guys knock on the door. She looks up at you. Give me empathy rolls. Empathy is under E, second sheet, alphabetical order. This is a skill that comes up a lot.
Man.
I think I may have made it.
Failed.
I
Failed.
Yeah, I failed too.
I made it.
You're thinking the other two are not sure what's up. You're thinking she's going through as much grief or anguish as anybody can.
Repeat that, please.
Pardon?
Repeat that. I didn't hear what you said. I was writing down.
Grief/anguish.
That's why I described. That's why I tell the people. Jess and Allie and Doc Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her what's the matter, what's bothering her, why is she sad, why is she grieving?
She squints and kind of like, It's obvious she's having trouble hearing you.
Oh, I thought we were talking through the door, the food slot.
Unfortunately, it's a case of you can either see her or you can talk to the bottom of the bed.
I think we could probably. I mean, she doesn't seem aggressive, but maybe we can open this door a little bit, and I can.
Yeah, just like to a controlled.
Yeah, okay.
You crack the door open a bit.
And I ask her what's the matter.
Oh, nothing.
Why are you in here?
I'm just very sad.
Over what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm an on-call doctor. I need to see if what I can help you with.
She looks kind of oddly at you. Go ahead and give me empathy rolls.
All of us, or just him?
Yes, you guys are all doing the Three Stooges poking the head in the door thing right now.
I made it again.
Nice.
I'll fail.
You're thinking she has doubts that you're here to help her as you guys cower outside the door from the sad lady.
Listen, I'm new here, and I'm one of the new doctors, just trying to get to know the patients. So I don't want you to be alarmed by me just kind of like peeking in on you. Just want to get to know you. I want to get to know you and try to help you out as best as we can.
All right.
So what's your name?
Russell, Jane Russell.
Jane Russell. Are you here with anybody else, Jane?
Yes.
Who are you here with?
The baby.
Where's the baby's name?
I didn't give him one.
Is it your baby?
Kind of.
What's your baby look like?
She looks at you like you're a crazy person. He's kind of baby-shaped, boy, brown hair, eyes like, whoever his father was, I guess.
Well, if they would be blue. Well, babies have blue eyes.
Yeah.
Are you on any medications?
Yeah. Yes, but I don't know what they are. They bring me pills in a cup.
Have they talked to you about what if you may be suffering from postpartum depression?
Refill your hand, Corey. Yes, she says.
Gotcha.
With how the refill your hand works is first you discard or trade away any cards you don't want or want to give to other people. Then you discard the rest of them that you don't want, and then you draw back up to 4. Just so you guys know.
Okay, so I have some good cards that you guys probably will want to hold on to. So I have a replenish card.
That's gold.
So can I trade somebody a junk card for the replenish card? I'm discarding anyway. So John, do you have any ones or ones you don't care about that you're going to throw away anyway? Or Jessica?
Give me a second to read, and then.
I just have opponent fails. I have
That's good.
have mind.
Hive mind is kind of junk if you guys stick together.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you give me that one and I'll give you this one. I don't know how we trade though. Do I just drag it over?
If you drag it over to him, but instead of him giving you the card you're going to discard, I just have him discard the card. It works easier. And then you drag over the card, they'll open up a trade window, and then you both have to accept it. The trade.
To the trade?
Yeah, it'll open like a little trade window, I believe. I've never traded cards. Other people have mentioned it. Quick AFK.
Which one did you want to have mind?
Oh, I think you accidentally traded with me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Did you cancel that trade? Because it won't let me trade with you until you do that one. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you put yours in there.
Oh, I have a card that I need to, because none of us are vampires, right?
Correct. If you have a vampire card, you can discard that and draw something new.
Did you put it in there, John?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the perforated area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you can't figure out the card trading mechanism, however that works, then you can always put it somewhere on the board where you guys can say it's over here.
I think you have to. I think you have to hit trade accepted.
Yeah, I don't see that though.
Oh.
Hold on. I think I know why. Yeah.
There you go. All right, great. All right, Jess, what you want to trade me? I have another good one that is a discard any cards you wish and refill your hand. That's a good one to have. You could trade me your vampire one for that one.
I just discarded it and drew a new one. But I think I have one.
Okay.
Wait, is this card? Oh.
Over trading, I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
if you have just like a regular
So
base
we're not in the
skill-
prestige module because that one's useless if we aren't.
You are correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so give me that one so I can dish it. That one. That one. Okay, and then I have a medicine plus 20, which might help you, Jesse. And I also have a breakaway or a break free card.
That would have helped you earlier.
Yeah. We'll have it. Do you have any other cards that you don't need or want? Otherwise, I'll just get rid of them.
I don't know what free ride is.
That's if you go through a magical gate. You don't need that right now. It's a junk card for you.
Okay, so let me trade you the medicine one because that's kind of your shtick.
Got you.
Down in there. All right. Okay, and then do you have any other junk cards? Because you can hold on to the break free, otherwise.
No, all the other ones are kind of good. I think.
Okay. Alrighty, so then I'll just start off these. Get out of there.
I tried to make the cards as self-explanatory as possible, but if you ever run into something that you don't understand what it is, either ask me or write a message on the board. Also, in between games, if you ever want to go through and just look at all the cards, you're able to do that by logging into the Roll20 site.
Chill.
Yeah, that way, if I find there's questions about a card, then I might alter the card to make it easier to figure out.
All right. Good.
Yes, you seem to have diagnosed her condition lickety fucking split.
Yes. Well, the recent birth. So, Logan, what is the most common medication used to treat postpartum depression? I know, but I believe it's antidepressants, probably like a Prozac or Xanax.
Yeah.
So, the pills in the cups that they give you, what do they look like? Are they small, little, round, red pills, or are they blue?
No, they're white with 3 corners.
They're triangles.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any letters or numbers on them?
No.
Do I know what that is, Lloyd?
No. If you can find the pharmacy of this place, you might be able to find it. The problem is that pills can be made in lots of different shapes for the same shit.
I know, and usually they're identified by a number on them.
Often, but having taken drugs from literally all over the planet, it's not a common system among countries.
Oh, I get you. Is there anything written on the ceiling?
She has no letters in her room.
Does she have an accent?
Give me a linguistics roll. She seems to be speaking English natively.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I took linguistics as a skill.
God damn, she has a Midwest American accent.
Okay. Did you give birth here in this hospital or somewhere?
Kansas.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Kansas.
You gave birth in Kansas? And then you came here? Or did they bring you here?
I was admitted by my family.
Ah. Well, where in Kansas are you from?
Topeka.
Oh, okay. That's a lovely place in the country. And when you said your family had you admitted, is that your husband or your parents?
She starts crying.
Okay. I comfort her, like I would comfort her. Huh?
From the doorway?
There.
There.
Yeah, no,
Doing long range comforting is tricky.
yeah. You know what? Okay, yeah, I'll have you guys stay back and let me go in and check out what's up here. And I go in too. The room.
She fails to jump up and kill you. It's weird. But
I understand what it's like. I bet you're very I can only imagine how hard it is to be away from not only your baby, but also your home and family. I'm sure that the doctors here are trying to get you past this hurdle that you're in here, but you should have faith that this condition is well known and is easily treatable and curable, and there's great success in treating people with postpartum depression as long as it's been identified, which it has in your case. So I have a lot of confidence that you'll see your home again and your family.
Give me
I
a
know they just wanted you to be protected, and they were afraid you might hurt yourself. So that's probably why they admitted you, because they love you and care about you.
give me a psychoanalysis roll.
On digital dice. That is a fail.
Um,
Hold on a second. Do I have anything? No, I don't.
Oh wait, I have one where you can re-roll it.
Anybody can reroll?
Yeah, it says roll.
Oh, so you trade that card to him, and he'd trade you something else for it?
Okay, I'll trade you.
'Cause
Yeah.
I was going to say,
No, play this after an ally rolls to give them a reroll.
a supporter reroll.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Go ahead and play. You don't need to trade him anything.
Okay.
You play supporter reroll. Well done.
I will try this again.
So I just like okay. Yeah, I think I did it right.
Blackfield, I think, and it goes away.
She looks at him. She focuses on his shirt and goes, thanks.
Failed. Sorry. That's okay.
Probably the
I-
Lunatic shirt. Other than that, it sounded great.
I know that my clothing would indicate that I am a patient here, but my other clothing got ruined, and so this was the only thing available that I could wear. I know, probably don't believe me, and that's okay. You don't have to believe me. I'm not here to treat you. I was just here to talk to you, and the doctor here was here to talk to you as well, as our other friend, who is also a doctor. We just wanted to talk. We're not here to treat you or try and cure you. We're not here to try and convince you you don't have problems or anything like that. But sometimes when we're locked up and all alone, it's nice to have somebody to talk to. So you don't have to believe a word I'm saying. You can think I'm just as crazy as anybody in here. That's fine. But it's still nice to have somebody to talk to, isn't it?
Give me a fast talk roll. That's lovely.
I believe him.
Uh-huh. She thanks her fellow lunatic for caring.
How long have they been treating you?
A couple of months.
And what time do you have, like a pill time? Like when did they give you your medication?
At night. When the
At
sun
night.
goes down, I think. But I'm not sure. It could be any time because I have no windows.
You think she might know? I whispered to Doc. I whispered.
That
Do you think
requires
she
going
may?
in the room. He's in
Oh,
the
I'm
room.
sorry. I thought.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
he braved the room.
Stephen, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, sure, doctor. Hold on one moment. When I was in the room, Logan, did I see anything unusual in here, or any restraints or anything?
No, it looks like she's pretty much just locked up in a padded room for reasons.
Okay.
She kind of looks past you at the door when he calls you over.
Okay, is there any damage to the pads,
Yeah, so.
like claw marks or scratch marks,
Uh-huh.
and to the back of the door as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back of the door is padded.
I go to the door, and I will actually exit the room and close the door behind me.
And
Okay.
lock it, and I slide the lock over.
All right. No problem. You guys lock it up. She goes, okay.
My question is, what do you think? Do you think these people may know, by any slim chance, what these letters are going to be that they're etching?
Probably not, or well, not her. Her state of depression probably makes it so she's not terribly observant. Most of the world could fall around her, and she probably wouldn't even blink an eye at this point in her depression stage. I think what would be more useful from her is maybe who's been interacting with her. Like, is there another physician? Is it just been the creepy nurses? She's getting medication of some sort, or at least she thinks she is. So that must mean that this hospital is operational in some sense or some degree.
We should find out who our attending doctor is.
Right.
That she knows.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's probably the type of information that'll be useful for her. That we should try and.
After that, I don't know if there's anything else any intelligence per se that we can gather from her.
Right. Also, I noticed that there is damage to the pads and to the back of the door, so he has been manic at points, and obviously has attempted to claw her way out or escape. So just be aware that she may have a burst of manic behavior, may charge the door, may want to try and get out. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, let's just try to grab just if she knows her doctor's name or maybe, and then just move on.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Let's crack the door a bit, Logan.
All right.
We crack the door a little bit.
Doctor.
Hey, Jane.
Huh?
Who is your doctor? What's his name or her name?
I don't know.
They never introduced themselves?
A lady doctor? She says. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, who would have thought that? I mean, they can't even vote, right?
I think they can. Yeah.
Well, they got the right to vote already?
Oh, yes. For years.
For years now?
Yes.
Ah, I gotcha.
And she never introduced herself.
No, she doesn't have a lady doctor. She has a male doctor, right? A male doctor?
I think so.
Did he have a name on his etched on his jacket? Nothing?
No.
That's
What kind of when they took you here, when they admitted you, what kind of car did they drive you in?
It was an ambulance.
Okay. Did your family own a car back in Topeka?
Yes.
What kind of car?
Ford.
Ford what?
There's
know.
the station wagon thing.
Oh, what year was that? That car, was it new or older?
1950 is newer.
Newer one. Okay. Excellent. And how often does your doctor come to see you?
I don't know. Time doesn't pass here.
I gotcha. So you don't know how often you see him.
No.
Does he ask you questions and stuff?
No.
He just gives you meds?
Yes.
Does he want anything from you?
No.
Okay. All right. Does he say anything?
No.
He's silent, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Does he have a face?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Did
Okay.
What?
Thank you very much, Jane.
Try some more.
Hopefully you'll start feeling better very, very soon.
She nods at her fellow lunatic.
Close the door and I lock it again.
All
That's
right.
right. You are wearing your shirt still.
Yeah, I know. I can't. Anyway, so it seems that she's from 1950-ish. I thought something was weird when she was surprised that there could be a female doctor. So I figured maybe her memories are from somewhere in the past. Women had the right to vote, so that means it's past 1920-ish. So 1950s seems about right, since the model of car was newer. She's from the 50s. That's kind of weird, but might be worth noting.
Welcome
Yes.
to the art of subtle questioning for you other two. That's how to fucking do subtle questioning. Next door?
Yeah, let's
go.
move on here.
No problem. You guys head over to the next door and slide open the slot. This picture is directly below the one that we were using for Corey's horrified face and above the guy in the pink. He's sitting in bed. You're looking at him. He goes, horrific scarring on the top of his head. Anybody who has the medicine skill, I will take that.
Yo, I do.
Yay.
I do as well.
At least I'm pretty sure I do.
Mash the button first, then look for it. Because if you get a 70 or 80, then you know, holy shit, that might even be a crit, depending on what you got.
She has a 60% medicine. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Then that would be a critical. Did anybody else make their medicine?
I failed.
You're more of a talking doctor. Do you have medicine? No. Do you have meds? John?
No. Negative.
Is that fumble?
Yes, it is.
Right. You're thinking that it's a hair transplant gone horribly wrong.
Yes.
You're thinking, Jess, you're believing that this is a really, really crude lobotomy where they carve open his skull, cut it open, grab a piece of his brain, cut it out, and then kind of Frankenstein the skull and shit back together. This was a medical procedure that, while it's still used sometimes today, like I think Carrie Fisher had a lobotomy, it is pretty friggin' rare. And the way they did it back in the day, like what looks like here, did not work out well for the patient.
So it looks like something that wouldn't be done today.
Yeah.
Do I know?
I might be able to help you.
I don't know how to phrase that question.
Since it's sort of lobotomies were used in psychiatry and psychiatric treatment.
You can give me a history roll because it's like the history of medicine that you're going for now.
I have that skill.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Excellent. Yes, it was. Let's see. It's the newest cutting wave.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I don't, never mind. You're fucked up.
Okay.
He doesn't appear to be like doing anything. You guys are all peering through the slot.
He's
Yeah,
looking at us.
Lobotomies aren't usually very communicative or functional. They are pretty much vegetables that have autonomy, but not much else.
So he wouldn't be much help then.
I'm guessing not, unless this is, well, this is a strange place, so, but I doubt it.
Yeah. So I think we should just move on then.
Yeah, you can't see much of the room from these slots, just so you guys are aware.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not too much of a danger, because also lobotomized people don't. Part of the purpose of a lobotomy is to remove emotion. So he won't be angry, and he won't be, violent in that sense. So we could probably safely open the door and take a peek inside without risking too much.